witness, you do not know what you're missing. All right. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your friendly neighborhood naturopath, your steadfast advocate for health. And to prove that, we are going to change gears here, go right over to the telephones, and it looks like somebody's calling. I'm going to give it up to you guys. Whoever's there on the phone, welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks for calling.
Yes, I'm Derek. I had called you a while ago, and I'd heard about the Healthy Start Pack, and I was a little skeptical, and I ordered it, and you told me how well it would work on sickle cell anemia. Well, it's incredible. I mean, it's incredible because I've never been able to go 24 hours and not eat and be able to fast, and my hunger goes way, way, way down. My energy goes way up. The weather changes. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I only have one request. Sickle cell affects more people than hemophilia and cystic fibrosis combined, but it's primarily African American. Yeah. And I'm trying to share it with the people that have it, and there's not information about really it on the internet too much or that I can access. I would love for y'all to really do a show about sickle cell.
All right, that's great. I'm going to put that on the ticket off list, and I will devote one show to sickle cell anemia, and I will dial that in by the end of the year, so I can promise you that that's going to happen. And please go to fireyourmdnow.com, and on my website I have an event calendar. And I haven't started posting the radio topic events because, quite frankly, we're just not that organized, and I'm swamped. I mean, I'm working from sunrise to sunset here. And the radio show is a one-man deal. I'm starting to get a little bit of extracurricular help here. So I'm going to slowly start putting on my event calendar the subjects that we're going to be talking about every once in a while on the radio. So keep checking back. But, Derek, don't hang up. I want to let's be honest here, okay?
Yes.
All right, so first of all, since the last time that you called into the radio show, have we spoken at all?
No, we haven't.
And did I get in touch with you, or did you get in touch with me today before the radio show to tell me that you were going to call?
No.
Great, man. So this is a totally cold call out of the blue. You're calling back to check in. Was your call screened by anybody? Did anybody, say, oh, if you got anything good to say or anything bad to say? Did any of that happen?
No, it's hard to get in. It's just hard to get in. So but here's the kicker. I've never been able to go on a fast for 3 days and eat once every 24 hours without being in ER. This Healthy Start Pack goes beyond making you feel okay. This makes you feel like Superman.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's the tip of the iceberg, too, man. So let's dial it in a little bit more for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now, from our point of view, sickle cell anemia is caused by your red blood cells. By the way, folks, sickle cell anemia is a problem that affects the red blood cells in your body. And red blood cells carry oxygen. That's one of the main things that they do. And when, instead of looking like a pie plate, your red blood cell looks like a crescent moon, that's when you have sickle cell anemia. That's why it's called sickle cell. It resembles a sickle, those things that they used to cut wheat with, right? So it's an old-fashioned, oldie-timey term, right? So sickle cell anemia, when people have sickle cell anemia, their red blood cells can't carry as much oxygen as a healthy person's can. And so it's easy for them to get winded. Their energy's in the gutter a lot. And, often sickle cell people have to eat and eat and eat just to keep a little bit of energy flowing because their blood just doesn't have the capacity to carry as much energy as a normal person's can. Now, from our point of view, the only reason that the cell turns from a pie plate into a crescent moon is because the cell membrane, which defines the shape of the cell, has lost its structural integrity. Why has it lost its structural integrity? Because the body has simply run out of the nutrients that it needs in order to keep those cells healthy. So what do? Well, for goodness sake, this ain't rocket science, right? If you had a broken bone, what do you think I'd do? I'd recommend you take more bone nutrients, right? More calcium and phosphorus and minerals. Well, if you have sickle cell, what am I going to do? I'm going to recommend you take more red blood cell nutrients. This isn't rocket science. Your body knows how to fix itself. Your body wants to fix itself. We stop eating food that's gumming up the works, give you the nutrients your body needs to get the job done, get her done, get out of the way, and voila, everything gets better. So in order to take this a step further, Derek, in addition to the Healthy Start Pack, you would be advised to start to add to your supplement program, when you can afford it, 1 bottle of Ultimate Selenium per 50 pounds of body weight per month, not to exceed more than 4 bottles a month, no matter how much you weigh. So if you're 100 pounds, you get 2 bottles a month. If you're 150, you get 3. If you're 200 pounds, you get 4 bottles a month. And if you're 250 pounds, you get 4 bottles a month, okay? So the Ultimate Selenium is the next thing for you to add in order to up the ante with your body's ability to generate healthy red blood cells. And then the next thing to add on top of that would be a product called glucogel, and we calculate the glucogel dose by dividing your body weight by 10. So if you're 210 pounds, you divide that. How much do you weigh, by the way, Derek?
Well, that's the crazy part about it. I'm losing weight because I'm not eating as much. So I was 213. I'm probably 200 now.
Oh, you got to love it, right? And see, this is a side effect of a holistic treatment, that you lose weight. You mean your energy gets better, your sex drive gets better, your appetite gets better, your mood gets better, your sleep gets better, right? And what happens when you take prescription medicine? Everything gets worse. Your energy gets worse, your sex appetite gets worse, your appetite gets worse, your energy gets worse, your sleep gets worse, everything gets worse. And see, this is what I'm telling you, man. Everybody in the world is a potential customer. Educate yourself about the wonders of science-based medical nutrition. Get a Healthy Start Pack. Everybody should get a Healthy Start Pack. Everybody should stop eating the 10 bad foods. And guess what? Just like you, Derek, when everybody does that, everybody starts to feel better. And I tell you what, from a business model, a pure business model, and let's put aside all social concerns. Let's put aside all, thoughts of helping our brothers and sisters. Let's just put all of that on the back burner for a minute. From a dollars and cents point of view, does it not make sense to get involved in a business who's they're the only ones that make the products that they make? Nobody else makes their products, and their products are the best products on the market. I mean, it's just a no-brainer to get involved with a business like that. And when you add the social agenda from longevity, I mean, it just goes through the roof. So, Derek, how long you been taking this stuff anyway?
Well, I started like at the end of September, but here's the kicker. I noticed my eyes were going blurry a little bit, and it was hard to read, and now that's going away. My daughter was diagnosed with like a lazy eye situation. Yeah. And now her vision is coming back 20/30, and the specialist said, "Why are you here?" And her eyes are getting better. It's incredible, and I just want people with sickle cell to talk to someone with sickle cell, because a lot of times it's hard to get people to listen because they've suffered so long, and they're just in a brain lock or something.
Well, that's why we have the recommendation that we have to get people out of the brain lock is to bring them to the expert. So rather than trying to become the expert and convince people with your own words, what we recommend is you get a copy of Dr. Wallach's seminal lecture, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. You get a copy of that CD. You get a copy of my CD, Who Made the MD King or Healing is Easy. And, you get 10 CDs each, and you've got them. You got them in your coat pocket. You got them on you, and you walk around town. And when you meet somebody who has a health concern, you just walk up to them and say, "Listen, man, I see that you're suffering there, but you know what? I know a doctor who says you don't have to suffer with that. If I lend you these CDs, will you listen?" That's all that you do. You lend the CDs, man. Bring people to the restaurant. Don't try to be the chef. Bring people to the expert. Don't try to be the expert. Have people listen to the CDs. And then if they liked what they heard on the CDs, if a little light went off in their brain, then you can invite them to the radio show. You can invite them to a longevity event. And when you become a member of longevity, we teach you how to do those. They're easy. They're fun. And this is how we're going to change the world, man. This is how we're going to change the world. So if you haven't done it already, brother, join us. Join us. Become a member of longevity. I mean, you can join us for $10. $10. And get your feet wet.
Yeah, I actually already joined, and like really October 15th, I called and I said, well, what will it take for me to receive a commission. They said, you already got a check coming, because I just shared it with a few people. I said, what? I said, what do I have to do to qualify? And they said, it's on the way.
I know, man.
And I said, I've never seen nothing like this before.
I'm telling you, man, this is why we do it, because we make it so easy, because we're trying to change the world, and every army needs to be paid, right? And so we're growing a grassroots army, and it's better to have an easy method than a hard method. Derek, you're the greatest, man. Appreciate your faith, appreciate your trust, appreciate your taking your health into your own hands. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Stick around. Taking your calls next.
It's just not possible to get all the nutrients your body needs from food. Minerals are essential for good health, but not all soils contain these nutrients, so they won't be in your food. And Dr. Peter Glidden knows this.
Longevity's organic, plant-derived liquid minerals. This mineral supplement, which contains 77 plant-derived, organic, certified organic minerals, in a colloidal state, saturated, concentrated just below the saturation index, is unrivaled in the field of medical nutrition, the field of nutrition, period. There's no other company that has a product that even comes close to this, and this is a big deal.
Order your liquid colloidal minerals